And for me, it was okay, because I understood where you were coming from, even though you didn't tell me directly. There were indirect signs that were there. And so it always has to start from one side.
Yeah.
One has to be willing to be transparent in a loving, kind, and supportive way. If I had come at you, either from a mentorship perspective or a friendship perspective, when we were getting that footing, and just lambasted you from that transparency side, from a harsh perspective. Like, in all transparency, Austin, I noticed that your ego when it comes to women is not kind, and just pointed out to you all the ways in which I noticed that, we would not be sitting where we are today. Because all I would have done is triggered your ego, which I had observed. And then where would we have been? But being able to instead use transparency to ask you, what happened that caused you the pain that has created the walls that you have put up? Tell me about that so that I can understand what created the foundation for where you are now.
Right. I appreciated that perspective and that type of practicality to the communication, because one, it felt like it created a safe space, which I didn't feel like I had. And two, it felt like it wasn't coming from a place of gotcha.
Yeah.
Or what has now turned into what's called cancel culture.
Yeah.
I think that whole concept of gotcha, or wanting to get you, or,
I'm better than you because I'm not there.
Exactly. Or, just like every other guy, wanting to put it in a category because it's easier for us in many ways to just throw someone in a category when we don't understand the full picture. It's really easy for us. But that's easy isn't real.
Agreed.
And so I feel like one of the major transparency traps, if you will, is, at first when you started asking me those questions, my natural inclination, it wasn't even natural. I want to take that back because it was a learned habit to protect myself. So I had learned, unfortunately, that when I was not being received in the way that I desired, that I would start to adjust who I am based on the person so that I could be received well. Thinking that I was being helpful, or I didn't really think about it too much. It was just probably my desire to be liked or loved kind of took over.
Became like a programmed response.
Yeah, it was the authenticity of a desired connection was there, but how it was done was not authentic. And so therefore there couldn't be transparency. And so, how can I be authentically myself if I'm not actually being myself? How can I present who I am when it's a completely different version of who I am? And then, for each person, it was different. And then it just became convoluted. And then through that process, I didn't know who I was. So when that question came forward, I didn't even know how to, felt like I was just throwing spaghetti on the wall, or whatever that saying is.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I honestly, I don't even know at this point, because I've been so many things to so many different people, thinking I was either a good friend or what that person wanted in their life, because I desired inherently a connection. Just, we all desire, we just all want to be loved. I mean, it's not rocket science. So it was tough.
And so we navigated through that part, though.
Yeah.
Because when you didn't understand, and it wasn't like we were just in this field of rosebuds and lavender and, you know, it was challenging, and we had to have authentic conversations where, you know, it was, okay, here's what I'm feeling. I don't even know what I'm feeling. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
And your willingness to get to that core and to be transparent with yourself first and foremost. From an observational standpoint, there were moments where it seemed to break you down almost to the core. Your body had broken down, and then it was almost as though your spirit had to break down as well in order to get back to that place of healing and know who you actually are. And then your body actually built back up. As your spirit built back up, your body built back up. And then you didn't even need me as the mentor anymore, and that's when it shifted into a really deep friendship connection. And you started helping other people in your life from all that you had learned through that journey. I just walked with you. You did it. I just happened to have tools that assisted because I had gone through something similar.